Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back again with this week's update on all the physical releases coming to the Nintendo Switch, January the 5th until the 9th. It's going to be a short one. Sonic Wings Reunion is... well, actually, it's probably not releasing this week. It was down for this week, but I just double-checked and the date's been moved again. But you know what? I'm struggling for content, so I'm gonna talk about it. Sonic Wings Reunion may be releasing this week, it might be next week. Knowing Red Hot Games, it might be pushed back 3 or 4 weeks, who knows. But this is the latest entry in the well-regarded shmup franchise. The production value is cheap, the purchase price is high, but if you do enjoy fast-paced arcade shmups of old, yeah, it's a pretty fun time. It reminds me a lot of the Psycho shooters like Gunbird or Strikers, and I believe the same guy was involved between the two. There are various editions available on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5, only in Europe though. And if you want to purchase it or any retail games, then please do so via the links in the description and pinned comment. Any purchase made via those links at VGP massively helps support me and this channel in the best way possible. And VGP are a really nice company. They have free worldwide shipping on orders over 75 Canadian bucks, like 54 American dollars. Plus, each week if you do buy something via my link, you are put into a draw to have a chance of winning a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Holly C. And last week's winner was Andrew M. Congratulations to both of you. You should get your $10 from VGP via email in the coming days if you haven't already. Thank you for your support. Alright, limited run. Tenshi no Uta, the Angelverse collection, is limited runs released this week. This is one that I'm really interested in despite the awful box art that they've chosen for it. There's some serious Rod Stewart in the 70s vibe going on at the top there, but this is a double pack of 2 very obscure PC Engine RPGs from the same publisher who did Valis and Cosmic Fantasy. Weirdly, Limited Run didn't specifically state that these have been translated to English for their release, but it would be incredibly bizarre and pointless if they didn't. I'm just going to assume it's a marketing oversight, but yeah, you can pre-order these now if you want to. I'm half tempted, but maybe I'll wait for VGP to get it, even though I know these aren't going to be spectacular. Back in the day, they'd have been like fast food RPGs in Japan, but I just love the fact that we're diving into the history of Japanese games and finally getting them. I am currently working on getting a game developed right now, a small one, but hopefully fun to play, and if I get publishing off the ground, then I would love to. I absolutely love to start officially translating and porting some Japanese games that we never got, but that is a tangent for another day. Moving over to Asia, yes, As I Began to Dream is releasing physically in Asia this week, and it will play in English. This is one for fans of puzzle platformers, a bit of a quaint game that has you rearranging the environment to make your path become clear. Each screen is divided into squares that can be rotated. Apparently it starts quite easy, but in the final chapters it will get quite tough, and it's trying to tell a very emotional story. There is no sign of a Western physical release for this. Alright, the community spotlight, yes, we are there already. The One sent in this photo, bringing in some Nintendo published titles with 5 games over 3 cartridges. Nice variety there too. Lewis K sent in this photo, picking up the final 2 outings for the Neo Geo selections. As anticipated, if you ordered 9 and 10, you got a sleeve with each of them to put all 10 volumes within. Very nice. Super Ben Julio sent in this photo with the special edition of the House of the Dead 2 remake. For some reason, this Infect edition took a bit longer than the standard release. Dead Bunny's YouTube sent in this photo with a nice handful of Switch 2 releases. I'm off work for a short while now, well, mostly, so I'm hoping to tackle a couple of Switch 2 games to make me feel less guilty about my backlog. Guillermo E sent in this photo showing off a very satisfying collection of cartridges, nicely organized too. I'm very jealous of that organizational skills, of which I lack very much. Adamantium sent in this photo with Class of Heroes 1 and 2. If you need a cheap physical with a lot of content, a bit of grind in the progression, then this will be one to take a look at. Cartoon Soren sent in this photo with Ubongo, one of those random German exclusives, and this one came out many years ago at this point. Max1216 sent in this photo, including the Luna Remaster Collection on Nintendo Switch, which according to VGP was their best-selling item last year. That is nuts. Firm Return sent in this photo with Dredge the Deluxe Edition. Is that the best one? I don't know. They messed up the release a bit with confusing versions and titles of it, but supposedly a good game. Mr. Awesome sent in this photo with Kirby Air Riders, which I heard the developers have packed up on already, which could be a bad sign, but honestly, games don't need to last forever, okay? It's finished, move on to the next one. They take long enough to make these days. The Enemy Parasite sent in this photo, picking up a lot of games. I think we're going to see a lot more Super Robot Wars Y, since it dropped in price to just $30 compared to when it was like 70. Bub sent in this photo showing off all 3 Castlevania collections, the Japanese ones from Super Deluxe, which are absolutely lovely. I'm just waiting for a 4th collection with the Nintendo 64 games, which I personally think have an unwarranted bad reputation. They're not that bad, they're pretty cool actually. Jennifer M sent in this photo with 3 games that couldn't be any more different from one another, but all 3 good at doing what they want to do. Even Hello Kitty, yes, I said that. Dave Horwath sent in this photo, also filling his Neo Geo boxes with his collection, and for what it's worth, I don't believe this is a pre-order thing either. Like, if you still order 9 and 10 right now, they will come with a box each, at least at VGP for sure. They mentioned that. Alright, let's have a roundup. Dat Man, Robin H, Sully, Andrew R, Rob L, The Family OG, Skip to the End, don't skip to the end, that's the name, Twig E, Burning Kitsune Mask, Cultured Weeb, Kresalak, Needless Dragon. Alright, you can send me your pictures with the details on the screen right now. And as always, special thanks to my executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Brent McLean, Alexander Cato, J-Cross7776, Punky Dooster, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Thorn Metal Luna, They, Instacritic, Precision Plague, Alex M, Josh Foot, Lewis K, Kevin W, Jennifer M, Super Ben Julio, Double Dave, Huswain Horwath, Sora Cat, The Nemo 6, Ghost Bune, G Bautista 100, Rose, Adamantium, Azrath, Jake Vav, D's Nuts, Jeddah Crow, Brotorius, Surfacing for Air, Justin PDC, Cookie Kid, Radio to Rancid, Danielle O, Switch Effect, Kaba Clavacol, Nerdy Sean, Ligma, Michael Del Polito, Big Bruno, Jimmy A. Guerrero, Max Ty, Viz, Dead Bunny's YouTube, Alolo Jojo, Joshua L, Firm Returns, Kevin M, OG CIB, Mr. Awesome, and my brand new executive producer, Miami Sunrise. Thank you so much for your support, plus you watching right now. If you watched all the way through, please leave me an angel emoji in the comments in honor of that Rod Stewart angel thing going on. Have a great day. Take care.